Picture this: a kid from the Bronx kicked out of 2 high schools, running with gangs and heading straight for disaster. Fast forward a few years, and he's standing before 50,000 screaming fans, guitar smoking, face painted like a spaceman from another planet. This is the story of Ace Frehley, the man who saved Kiss, destroyed himself, and somehow kept playing through it all. Born Paul Daniel Frehl in 1951, Ace grew up in the roughest part of the Bronx. While his family played classical music in their living room, Ace was out on the streets, fighting, stealing, and running with the Ducky Boys gang. By his teens, he'd been arrested, beaten bloody with a beer bottle, and expelled from multiple schools. Everyone wrote him off. Everyone except fate. At 13, his parents gave him an electric guitar for Christmas. No lessons, no teacher, just raw instinct and a hunger for something louder than the chaos around him. While his friends fell into drugs and crime, Ace locked himself away with that guitar, teaching himself riffs from Rix and Led Zeppelin. "I wasn't born to be taught," he'd later say. "I was born to hear the guitar and make it explode." In 1972, a strange ad appeared in the Village Voice rock band. Seeking lead guitarist Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley were building something new. Ace showed up late, wearing mismatched socks and looking like he just landed from space. But when he plugged in and played, everything changed. Stanley later recalled, "We'd never heard anyone play like that. It was the scream of metal, electricity, and a swagger we didn't have." Ace wasn't just hired. He became the soul of Kiss. He designed their iconic logo, created the spaceman persona, and delivered the guitar sound that made Kiss dangerous. Songs like Cold Gin, Shock Me, and Rocket Ride weren't just music. They were sonic explosions. In 1978, when all 4 members released solo albums, it was Ace's that surprised everyone. His cover of New York Groove became a hit, proving the quiet spaceman could shine on his own. But success came with a price. As Kiss became a corporate machine. Toys, comics, merchandise. Ace felt trapped. He'd joined a band to play guitar, not to become a cartoon character. The wild rebel who escaped the Bronx streets now found himself imprisoned by fame. Alcohol became his escape. He'd show up drunk to sessions, skip meetings, and disappear for days. His relationships with Gene and Paul turned toxic. Gene saw Kiss as a business empire. Ace just wanted to play. Paul demanded perfection. Ace delivered chaos. By 1982, he was gone. No drama, no farewell. He simply faded away. The years that followed were dark. Failed bands, addiction, financial ruin. In 2013, he lost his home to foreclosure. By 2024, he couldn't even renew his passport due to unpaid taxes. But here's the thing about Ace Frehley: he never stopped playing. His 2009 album Anomaly shocked critics with its raw authenticity. Space Invader Origins and his latest 10,000 Volts proved that even in his 70s, he could still deliver riffs that made younger guitarists jealous. Today, Ace Frehley stands as rock's ultimate survivor. Not because he conquered his demons. He didn't. Not because he built an empire. He refused to. But because he never compromised his soul for anyone's approval. Guitar legends like Slash, Dave, Grohl, and Dimebag Darrell all cite him as their inspiration, not for his technique, but for his attitude for proving that wildness needs no explanation. Ace Frehley remains what he's always been, the spaceman who landed on Earth, played his heart out, and reminded us all that sometimes the most broken things make the most beautiful noise. What do you think of Ace's incredible journey? Which of his solos still gives you chills? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more untold stories of rock's greatest legends. Rock on!